Hayley Williams, the powerhouse frontwoman of Paramore, just dropped a bombshell that's sparking conversations across music forums and social media alike. In a candid interview on the New York Times podcast, she opened up about her latest track, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. The song is packed with sharp lyricism, but one line has fans buzzing. "I'll be the biggest star at this racist country singer's bar." At first glance, listeners might think it's a generic jab at the genre, yet Williams clarified that she was specifically targeting Morgan Wallen. She even teased the possibility of other country stars being in play, but then cut to the chase. That line is about Morgan Wallen. The hosts chuckled as Williams delivered her message with playful defiance, joking, "Find me at Whole Foods, bitch. I don't care." This bold statement came on the heels of a heated debate that erupted last year over Wallen's controversial remarks. Back in 2021, recordings surfaced showing him using hateful slurs toward an African-American friend, which ignited widespread condemnation. Fast forward to August, when Williams took to Stereogum and declared she despises all bars owned by country musicians in Nashville. She singled out Wallen's This Bar as the worst among them, calling it a toxic space that doesn't align with her values. While she never explicitly confirmed whether the lyric references the 2021 incident or something else entirely, fans have taken it at face value. The reaction has been electric. Many applaud Hayley for standing up against racism in an industry often criticized for its lack of diversity. Paramore's fanbase is incredibly diverse, spanning generations and cultures, which makes her outspoken stance resonate even more. Critics argue that music should transcend politics, but Williams believes art can, and should, address social injustices head-on. She explained that the song isn't a personal vendetta. It's about calling out systemic racism embedded in certain segments of the music scene. Her words have sparked a broader conversation about accountability and representation within country music. Some fans argue that the industry has been slow to evolve, while others feel Williams is taking a bold step toward change. The podcast hosts navigated the delicate balance between discussing her lyrical content and respecting her creative freedom. They also highlighted how Paramore's past work often tackled personal growth, mental health, and empowerment, making this new theme a natural progression. Williams' candidness has earned her praise from fellow artists who value authenticity over silence. She mentioned in the interview that she never wants to be just another voice, but rather a catalyst for discussion. The episode also touched on how social media amplifies controversial statements, sometimes turning them into viral sensations overnight. In response to backlash, Williams remains unapologetic, insisting her intention is not to shame, but to provoke reflection. She believes that confronting uncomfortable truths can lead to meaningful change in the industry's culture. Fans have flooded her official channels with supportive messages calling her a fearless leader and a voice for justice. Critics, however, warn that such public accusations might alienate certain segments of her audience or provoke legal repercussions. Yet Williams counters that standing by one's convictions is more important than maintaining a neutral stance. The conversation also delved into the broader issue of how artists are held accountable for past transgressions. She emphasized that accountability doesn't mean erasing history, but acknowledging mistakes and working toward improvement. Her remarks align with a growing movement among musicians to use their platforms for advocacy. During the interview, Williams mentioned her recent relocation to Nashville, a city known for its vibrant music scene yet fraught with controversies. She reflects on the irony of living in a place that both fuels creativity and harbors problematic behaviors. The discussion extended to how artists navigate personal relationships with industry figures who have questionable pasts. Williams insists she keeps her distance from individuals whose values conflict with hers, choosing to focus on positive collaborations instead. This stance has earned her respect among peers who prioritize integrity over commercial success. The episode concluded with the hosts encouraging listeners to engage in respectful dialogue rather than passive consumption. They urged fans to research artists' histories before supporting them, promoting informed decision-making. Hayley's candidness has also opened up a dialogue about mental health within the music industry. She shares that confronting racism and other injustices can be emotionally taxing but necessary for personal growth. Her openness on podcast underscores her commitment to authenticity in both her music and public persona. Listeners praised the show for tackling difficult topics without resorting to sensationalism. The interview's impact is already evident, with trending hashtags celebrating Williams' boldness and calling for systemic change. Paramore fans have begun re-examining their own positions on social justice issues, inspired by Hayley's example. Some critics argue that the controversy may hurt her commercial prospects, especially in the country music market. Williams remains steadfast, suggesting that true artistry transcends market pressures and aligns with personal values. The conversation also touched on how streaming platforms can influence artists' choices to speak out. She notes that listeners now expect authenticity, and silence is no longer an option for many fans. As the dialogue continues, Williams plans to channel her energy into new music that confronts these themes head-on. Her upcoming projects are rumored to feature collaborations with diverse artists who share her vision of inclusivity. Listeners have requested more songs addressing social issues, showing a demand for purposeful art. The episode left many reflecting on the power of words and the responsibility that comes with fame. Hayley's candid stance is a reminder that musicians can be more than entertainers. They can be catalysts for change. In closing, she urged fans to use their voices, both online and offline, to foster respectful conversations about race and equality. Her message resonates beyond music, touching on broader cultural shifts toward accountability and transparency. The podcast episode has become a reference point for discussions about artists' roles in social justice movements. Fans are now more engaged than ever, eager to see how Hayley will translate her convictions into her next album. This bold move cements Williams as a fearless advocate who refuses to stay silent when injustice arises. Listeners worldwide are watching closely, ready to support or challenge her stance as it unfolds. The conversation around ego death at a bachelorette party has become a microcosm of larger societal debates. Hayley's willingness to confront uncomfortable truths exemplifies the evolving expectations placed on public figures today. Her fans and critics alike will undoubtedly keep an eye on how this controversy shapes her future artistic direction. The episode concludes with a reminder that music can be a powerful tool for reflection, healing, and progress. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more updates.